If your menopause symptoms have come back since you started losing weight, or if you are in perimenopause and your symptoms seem to be getting worse, even though you are doing absolutely everything right, I need you to watch this video because nobody is talking about what is actually happening inside your body right now. And most women going through perimenopause or menopause are told exactly the same thing. Your estrogen is dropping, your ovaries are slowing down, and that is why you feel the way you feel. And that is true, but it's only kind of half the story. And because what nobody tells us is that your fat cells are also producing estrogen, not your ovaries, your fat. Your body, being the incredibly clever thing that it is, has a backup system. Fat tissues contain an enzyme called aromatase. And what aromatase does is it takes androgens, which are often thought of as a male hormone, but women have them too, and it converts them into estrogen right there inside your fat cells. This is what's happening in your body right now, and it's been happening for years. And the more body fat that you're carrying, the more of this conversion is taking place. For women who are still in perimenopause, this means your fat cells are adding to whatever your ovaries are still producing. For women who have gone through menopause completely, this is even more significant. Once your ovaries have kind of stepped back entirely, your fat tissue can become your primary source of estrogen. In some post-menopausal women, it accounts for close to 100% of your estrogen still circulating in your body. So when we talk about estrogen after menopause, we cannot have that conversation without talking about body fat as well. They are connected in a way that most people or most women are never told about. And here's where it gets really interesting. And honestly, this is the part that I think is going to make a lot of things click for a lot of you. When you start losing weight, your fat cells shrink. And when your fat cells shrink, the amount of estrogen they are producing reduces along with them. That makes sense. Your body has been relying on fat-produced estrogen as a buffer, maybe for years even. And now that that buffer is getting smaller because you're losing weight, faster than your body can actually adjust to, that adjustment period is real. It is physical, and it can be really unsettling because it can bring back symptoms you thought were way behind you. Hot flashes coming back, sleep getting worse again, and mood shifts you haven't kind of felt in a while, and you were sitting there thinking, I am doing everything right. I am losing weight, and why do I feel worse? And this is why. Your hormonal baseline is shifting. Your body is recalibrating to a new normal at a lower body weight, and that process takes time. We all know that. This is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something significant is changing. Now, I want to be really clear here because I do not want anyone walking away from this video thinking that losing weight is bad for their hormones. The research actually shows the opposite long term. Studies have found that women who lose weight report fewer menopausal symptoms over time, not more. More body fat is associated with more frequent and more severe hot flushes, not fewer. So ultimately, I suppose the destination is better. What you are navigating right now is transition, and transitions are uncomfortable for all of us. And that is true for almost everything in life, and it is true for this phase as well. There's also something important here for women who are still in perimenopause. If you are in mid to late 40s and you are carrying extra weight, your fat cells are currently adding to your estrogen picture. As you lose weight, your overall estrogen contribution from fat will reduce. For some women, that means symptoms that were manageable start to feel more noticeable during active weight loss. It does not mean your medication has stopped working. It does not mean that your body is broken. It means the hormonal landscape is shifting and your body is just trying to catch up. So what does this mean practically? First, if you are experiencing a return of symptoms during active weight loss, talk to your GP or your menopause specialist. This is relevant clinical information. If you are on HRT, this is worth a review conversation. If you are not on HRT and your symptoms are significantly impacting your quality of life, that is absolutely worth asking the question about whether the conversation is overdue. Second, do not catastrophize the wobble. A return of symptoms during fat loss is not your new, permanent reality. It is only a phase. And most women find that once their body weight stabilizes, their body finds a new hormonal baseline and symptoms tend to settle again. And third, support your body through this transition, through this phase. Protein, sleep, managing stress. These are not generic wellness platitudes, They are genuinely relevant on how your hormonal system functions during a period of significant change. And I want to finish by saying that the woman who inspired this video sent me a message in my community group asking about exactly this. She had noticed her symptoms returning during weight loss and she had worked out the connection herself. How incredible. And I thought, if she's thinking about this, hundreds of others of you are thinking about this too and deserve a proper answer. This is the kind of thing we talk about in the next chapter every single week. Real questions, real science, explained in a way that actually makes sense for where you are in your life. And if you're not already a member of the next chapter, the link is in the description below. And if this video helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it, because this information should not be that hard to find. Also, don't forget to subscribe.